shine, very high, like the stars. There's a truth with the love. And everything we search, I mean it. Every cloud has silver lining. As long as you are still breathing, don't waste your time, keep fighting. Even if you drift and fall, look down like that, still stand tall. Believe yourself and keep on grinding. Don't look back, stay dreaming.
So it's a bright and sunny day in Nottingham and everything's opening up now. So I'm heading to the library to go study for a while, and after that, let's go have a look around the city. Here we are at the library. It is a huge library. It's about 4 stories high and they've got books in almost every genre you can think of. Head straight to level 4 where we've got computers to use, and I sat right beside the garden. I can't really show that to you because it was closed, but after the lockdown, definitely come by here and have a look. It's a beautiful place to study. So I just finished up at the library and we're just gonna have a look around Nottingham. So we're starting at the city campus of Nottingham Trent University. I think we're right beside the level, which is I think like some sort of nightclub kind of thing in the university underground. It looks really sunny around me. Absolutely freezing. It's like, it says the temperature is around 1 degree, but it feels like -1 or -2. Insane. This is Nottingham Trent University's beautiful off-right building in this city campus. With Nottingham Trent University right behind us, we are walking down towards the Victoria Centre to have a look inside the mall and see what shops are open today. This is the back entrance to Victoria Centre, which is closest to Tesco and House of Fraser. Most of the stores were open, but there were 1 or 2 stores here and there that were closed. I don't know if they made it through the COVID lockdown or not. This is the main entrance of Victoria Centre. This is probably the only big shopping centre in Nottingham. And as we walk down the street towards Old Market Square, you can see the rush and the people standing in queue waiting to get into the stores after a long time of staying at home. This street, believe it or not, just a few days back was completely empty and deserted. You'd barely see just maybe a few people walking around to work or those kind of things. And it's so nice to see life back in the city. This is the Old Market Square, the center and the main attraction of the city. We're at the Old Market Square and it's far more crowded than I've ever seen before. The stores and all are finally open and there's, I guess, life back in the city. We are walking down towards Lace Market, and that bend is one of the sharpest bends in England for a tram line. This is the Lace Market. It was once the industrial hub of Nottingham. This is the place where they used to produce intricate laces which was known throughout the world, and it's what put Nottingham on the map for fashion. It is now known for its upmarket bars, pubs, and an amazing selection of restaurants. Some of the shops here are still getting set up to welcome customers back, especially since now only outdoor dining is allowed. You're not allowed to dine indoors. We walk up further down this road, it takes us to Hockley, and Hockley, it has a bohemian charm and it buzzes during the day. It's a mix of businesses and a bunch of vintage clothing emporiums. It's got second-hand bookshops, boutiques, hair salons, tattoo studios, and a lot of mysterious bars too. This is the largest live entertainment venue in the East Midlands. It is the Motorpoint Arena. It is in the Lace Market district of Nottingham and is attached to the National Ice Centre, where there's an ice skating rink. So as you walk further down, you get the National Ice Centre. That's where there's the ice skating rink and you guys for ice skating once the restrictions are lifted. I'm afraid at the moment it looks closed. Yeah, we'll only have to check it out once. Something interesting I noticed in the city, the traffic light flashes amber when the pedestrian thing crossing also flashes, so it saves everyone's time if you already cross. We're now walking past the Nottingham College towards the Nottingham Castle, and on the way we're going to be passing by the Nottingham Contemporary and the Listergate High Street. Nottingham Contemporary is a beautiful modern art gallery which opened in 2009. The design of the building is inspired by the Lace Market quarter of the city. We are now walking towards the National Justice Museum, and on the way you see this beautiful restaurant called the Picture and Piano. The National Justice Museum is a very historic site which is believed to be there since at least 1937 as a court and followed as a prison for over another 100 years. And it's a very dreadful sight. There have been a lot of public executions, especially near the entrance. In 1993, the Museum of Law Trust was established, and following a 3.5 million restoration, it was converted into the National Justice Museum it is known today. Just 2 minutes walk further out is the St. Mary's Cathedral, which is another beautiful building worth walking down to see. We are now walking towards Listergate, which is just before what used to be the back part of Broadmarsh Shopping Centre. This place is known for all high-end boutiques such as Paul Smith, there's a Vita hair salon. It's also got fast fashion brands such as H&M, Marks & Spencer, New Look, and many more. And turning right up ahead takes you towards the Old Market Square. However, we're going to continue all the way down this road towards the Nottingham Castle. So now we're headed towards the Nottingham Castle. Nottingham Castle is still closed. It was supposed to open April this year, but due to again some delays, COVID and all these things, that's delayed again. The Robin Hood statue is just beside it, so we can have a look at that. I was walking in one line from Listergate where we saw the H&M, Marks & Spencer, all those stores. So the Nottingham Castle is about 10 minutes walk all the way along that line. Nottingham Castle's closed. The Robin Hood statue has got quite some people around. But I'm honestly happy to see that the city is coming back to life again. Because I think my whole story of coming to the UK is just getting stuck in lockdown. Like get stuck in Singapore's lockdown and come here and then lockdown again. So let's go have a look around. Well, all these things over there, they're all caves right under the castle. I think the castle tour takes you into those caves and they actually show you around, but unfortunately that's closed. I really hope the castle opens up soon. It's just being delayed and delayed. Robin Hood statue over there. Highlights of the Nottingham Castle project. The renovation project looks pretty interesting. They're decorating the caves, building a playground inside. It's a pretty expensive transformation project. But more on that on another day. Now we're taking a walk just beside Nottingham Castle. This is probably the main gate to the Nottingham Castle, but that's closed at the minute. But it does look very beautiful. Where we're heading towards is something where probably not everyone would go there, but it is an area which has some of the most beautiful and the most expensive houses in Nottingham. Just take a look around. It's such a beautiful, well decorated area. In Park Valley, this is one of the poshest locations in Nottingham, and say if you live here, right, you're actually one of the really rich people. It's about, I think, 15-20 minutes walk from my place, and I'm always going to come down and see. It's just behind the Nottingham Castle, so I wanted to see, and yeah, I think it does kind of live up to its hype. If you come to Nottingham, all the best. It's literally hilly, like you walk down one hill and end up climbing another the very next second. A lot of ups and downs. Maybe that's why they use the trams here a lot. Even though the city is very small, you can kind of walk from point A to point B pretty quickly, about 15-20 minutes more realistically, from say my place to the NTU city campus. Yet it gets very tiring because of the hills. Even when I go cycling to Clifton campus, almost the entire journey all the way to the campus is up a hill, especially near the end where it's just this one steep hill that I got to cycle up. But I mean, the pros is that while coming back, it's just a downslope all the way. Ooh. UPS truck. I don't know, I just find those trucks really cool. The entire journey from Nottingham Castle and from Lister Gate to Nottingham Castle was just ups and downs. Mostly down, but there were ups also. Just, I did some work. But then I didn't really want to climb the slope back up, so I just continue walking down, and turns out I think I might have an escape route. I might not have to climb that hill back up again. There are caves up here and houses just beside. So I'm assuming those houses have their own private cave access, something like that. I have read in the news that there are houses, especially one that recently is up for sale somewhere behind me, which have their own caves underground. And who knows, I might be walking above a cave too. It's pretty fascinating. The Nottingham Castle is all the way up there. There, yeah. That's how high I was, and I literally walked all the way down slope. But at the end of the day, you have to go back to the same elevation you start from, right? So I just hope I don't end up walking uphill back home. This behind me is the Museum of Nottingham Life at Brewhouse Yard. I think it's just supposed to be some sort of cafe or something, I'm not really sure. I've never seen it before. Well, this place isn't publicized much, but it's just behind the Nottingham Castle. And there's another really cool, interesting beside. Let me just on my side. It's called the Newcastle House. I mean, again, no idea what's in there, but it looks like offices and it looks like a really grand building. been walking for a good solid few minutes now, just so that I can get some amazing clips for the video. Now we are heading back to Station Street. I think I'm pretty close by. The buildings around look quite familiar, so I'll see you there. This is the Nottingham Canal and the Castle Wharf, and that's the Castle Lock. So we're just walking under the bridge that you just saw. If you're scared of pigeons, don't walk under this bridge because there are so many pigeons that just pop out of nowhere. Just further down, there are so many nice restaurants and pubs where you can sit outdoor and dine. And here is the popular British Waterways building. This is the Nottingham Archives just beside. There we've got mooring pins or whatever you call them. It's for those narrow boats to stop by the canal, probably to prepare the lock before they enter. And speaking of narrow boats, if the day we hit 1k subscribers, we're gonna rent a narrow boat and go for a day trip. So can you guys make that happen? As I climb up this slope, you'll get a beautiful glimpse of the restaurants that are along the banks of the canal. And those two boats that you see standing there, those are called narrow boats. And I've been seeing a few YouTube videos of them. They are pretty sweet inside. All the way back there is the demolition of the Broadmarsh shopping centre. Some of the stores such as Superdrug is still closed, at least the one near Nottingham Station. And well, here's Nottingham Station. If you're coming down to Nottingham by train, that's where you'll be getting off. And this is Station Street. As I've heard, this used to be a road where cars used to pass by, but they're redeveloping the entire street. And on the left, there was demolition going on the past few weeks. There's a new office coming up. And they're rethinking of the way the street is, and that's Vita store in Nottingham, just on the back. Just beside that is Hopkins, where you get fantastic coffee and drinks. And loads more, honestly. It's an antique store. And that's where we'll be ending the video. I'm using the back entrance as this is a bit more silent, I can vlog easily. So yes, I'm back. That's the tour of Nottingham. Hope you like this video. Please give it a like if you liked it. Leave a comment and tell me if I've really improved my videos. Really trying to the Kaizen method, make the next video slightly better than the previous and just keep improvising that way. So yeah, please let me know what you think in the comment below. And if you've been subscribing from the start, I'd really appreciate it if you can really tell me if I'm improving my video, how you see the progression, anything like that. It'll be of great help. And do turn on notifications to be updated of the newest videos of my life in Nottingham. Thanks for watching, Mr. Rakshit. Take care. Bye. If you've come this far in my video, thank you so much. You have no idea how much this means to me. And can't wait to see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.